How are you? This is Stephanie Garza. To my right is Pablo Puncal Gonzalez. Ince. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another session of Don't Count Us Out. Under the Latinos. Yeah, snap. Don't count us out. Under the Latinos in the House Facebook page. We are live on our page. You can find us on YouTube. And guess what? We found ourselves on TikTok. So we are live on TikTok. We're so excited. I'm so excited to be on 3 different platforms. Took a little bit of work and some knowledge, but our producer, super producer Mike, DJ QMM, hooked it up, stood up late last night while I went to sleep.
I love that. That's a
How
good
cute.
Man. That's a good man right
so,
there.
So yeah, it is. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I got a good man. So I'm gonna start with your weekend, Pablo.
Oh, hi everyone. You know what? I just had like a regular boring weekend. It's work, and that's about it. Nothing special. Just
Nothing special. No
nothing,
Christmas. No Christmas shopping. No going to see a movie. No watching some Hallmark. Why you looking that way? You can't remember.
Because I didn't take my memory pill today.
I'm
I'm a
men
boomer.
rely on women sometimes.
So, yeah,
That's right.
No
remind
kidding.
them.
Hey, Veronica, what did you do this weekend?
No, we had a nice Sunday.
Yes.
We had a great Sunday.
Well, what was Sunday?
Well, we went to church. And then we went out.
Well, she got you going to church?
Amen.
What?
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Oh, church. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I learned the double cross prayer.
The double cross prayer?
Yeah, because she had to break it down for me because I thought there was more involved in it. Because it looks like all this technical stuff.
Oh, is that the gospel?
Yeah, I learned that one.
So you did the over here on your there.
I learned it. I thought it was I was like, wow, because I always thought it was like more involved, I'm like, no, it's not going. I got it still.
So you retain it in the brain.
I got it now. I got it down now. Look out.
Speak
I'm gonna be
words
double
of
crossing.
positivity out your mouth.
Just randomly double
do things
crossing.
good on your heart. Look at that. You're learning about the Catholic ways. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Right.
I'm a heathen.
I'm a dark angel though, but
I'm a heathen. I ain't gonna lie. I go to church, either via TV or something like that.
I love my TikTok church.
Yes.
TikTok church. Look at that. Where's that at?
I mean,
YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. And
Hello.
then,
She said
clips.
TikTok, Pablo.
No, but you'll get clips from TikTok, but they typically stream on YouTube.
Yeah, I love it. See, so this weekend, Friday, what do we do Friday? DJ QMM, you worked, I stood home. And then Saturday, you had a private gig. I hung out with some friends on Friday or Saturday? Friday. Friday I hung out with some friends, longtime friends, and we partied at 3 different bars.
Oh, hey.
For people who said that they weren't going to do much. And then Saturday we went Christmas shopping.
Yes, we did.
Ho.
We went to Gurney Mills. Let me tell you, I haven't been to Gurney Mills
man.
in a long time. I was tired.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. My legs locked up.
You have to have walking shoes. You have to have good shoes.
Yeah, and I did, but I was so exhausted. There was just too much walking. But we had some fun, didn't we, Mike?
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. So
Did Mike take a picture with Santa on his lap?
no, he didn't. We did that Sunday. We did that Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we took pictures with Santa.
Oh, how cute.
Yep, had my grandson, did all that. So it was
Oh,
pretty
nice,
cool.
nice.
So now
Why are we here today, Seth?
we are here because I am so honored to have Tati Torres, founder of Latinos Juntos, working on a dissertation to be a doctor.
Nice.
Love it. Teacher at Curie High School. Man, she is just a wealth. And then has her podcast. She has a podcast. So
Hey, do you do drywall too?
No, that's manual labor is not on my resume.
Okay.
No.
So Tati, how was your weekend before we get started?
My weekend was great. I mean, you listed a lot of things, but I'm also the social committee chair at my school.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
planned our whole holiday party. So we had our work holiday party on Friday. So it was a long day, but it was awesome. Shout out to Mia and Zoe's patio, because that's where they accommodated us, and we had our party. It was a great time.
Nice.
And then, to be honest, I'm drawing a blank on what I did Saturday and Sunday. I think I've just been so tired.
That means it must have been a good time.
It was okay. Yeah, it was a good time. But my life has just been so like, what did I do? When did I do this?
Yeah, we go through that.
But I mean, it wasn't anything negative. So love that for me. This is our last week before a 2-week winter break.
Girl,
so
countdown
looking
begins.
forward to that. I've been grading nonstop for the last 2 days. So it's nice to just have a platform like this and kind of turn my brain off from teaching. So I'm excited to be here. Thanks for inviting me, Steph.
No, thanks for being here. So, do you guys have finals this week?
We did, Monday and Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So I was literally just grading finals as they were coming in. So today I'm like locking the grades, and then tomorrow and Friday we're going to talk like SEL and life and, all that fun stuff.
And are you going to turn around and repeat this grade again? There you go.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, let's hope that they all did well and they passed their finals and they relax and have a great break, because I know I'm looking very forward to it on Friday.
Oh, man.
I have never taken the 2 weeks off in the 5 years that I've been over at the high school that I'm at, and I'm looking forward to it this year. So
Mac's going to be busy.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so let's take our teacher cap off.
Okay.
Let's relax. Let's go into Zen. And let's talk about Tati. Let's talk about where you started, girl. Where'd you grow up, and
Okay.
how did you get to where you're at today?
So I was born in Mercy Hospital. No, I'm just kidding. So born and raised Southside.
Okay.
Southside till I die. I love the North Side. I love Chicago in general, but like something about the South Side. It's just like it's a different flavor, and I feel like, especially like in the house music scene or just the dance scene in general, I feel like a lot of things that are popping are like typically on the North Side. So I like being on the South Side and just being able to be like, well, look what we could do over here. I'm an only child, so I was just born and raised with my parents, and so I grew up on just loving music and going out to family parties and dancing and just dancing in my house, in my living room. My dad's full Puerto Rican. So, like...
Huepa.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to say that.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. You can't say Puerto Rican without a huepa somewhere. So, my dad's full Puerto Rican. His family's from Juntos, Puerto Rico. So, like, that's, like, the spot where we would go at least once a year. And then my mom is the mixed one. She's Colombian, Palestinian, and Jordanian. So, like, I'm very, like, culturally rooted, and I think that's one thing I really take pride in. I love how diverse my background is, and I love learning more about it, like, as much as I can. And so I think I just grew up around a lot of love, and I was super involved. Just like now, how I'm so busy as an adult, that's how I was growing up. I was in ballet, I was in dance, I was in theater, I was in baseball, I was in taekwondo, like, you name it, I was in it. And I think a big part of that, it was because I was an only child. And they're like, okay, let's keep her busy and active, and like, so she was social. Nonetheless, like, I had a lot of company when I was home. My parents weren't like, go watch TV, go do something. But I think, especially like growing up without siblings or cousins that live close that I could like play with, I think that really helped shape who I am and just like my values and how I interact with others now. But I had a beautiful childhood. I went to school with my mom, technically. She was a preschool teacher. And so from preschool all the way to 8th grade, I was going to school with my mom every day.
Oh, that's cool.
So we're super tight, super close. I went to an all-girls Catholic high school. We're
Where'd you
talking
go?
about church. I went to De La Salle.
Okay.
Yeah, so
my
that's
alma
when.
mater.
Yeah, so that's when for those few years they did the split. Lourdes Hall and Bridgeport became the girls' campus for
Right.
De La Salle. So I went there. I hated the idea of going to an all-girls school. When my mom and dad were like, no, you're not going to no public school. You're going to De La Salle. I was like, ew. But I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was a beautiful experience. I learned a lot. I think the teachers did a great job of just preparing me for college and just life in general. I was super involved in high school, no surprise there. And then I went to UIC.
Okay.
I am a triple flame, what you would call. So I got my undergrad from UIC, and then I went straight into my master's, and then now I'll be graduating there with my PhD. So like I ride or
girl.
die for UIC too. So
I love it. I love
yeah.
it. Hey, Sue, how are you? We got Ross. What is it? Roxo Urbina?
Oh, Oscar.
Party Rock Pete. What's going on? Thank you for joining us today. In case you guys jumped on late, this is Tati Torres, and we're talking to her about. We'll be talking about her about everything. This girl has got some.
I'm gonna try not to yap so much.
Show.
Tell me about your childhood. I'm like, well, when I was 9 years old, I fell down the stairs.
Yap away, girl.
And ripped 2 layers of my skin.
Oh my gosh. Well, we do have something in common. I am an only child as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm an only child.
What was that like for you growing up?
It was cool, you know.
Yeah.
It was cool, but you know, I get the whole social part of it.
Yeah.
Because you're very socially awkward, especially when your mom is just like kind of keeping you sheltered.
Yeah.
I would always go out and hang out with friends. I have lots of friends. Pablo can vouch for that. I mean, they go from everywhere.
Yes,
From
they
the
call
neighborhood.
out of everywhere.
Yeah.
Every nook and cranny.
They do, and but I was pretty social, you know.
Yeah,
I didn't have a lot of girlfriends though. I always hung out with the guys. I played, you know, tackle football and all that.
You played tackle football?
Yeah, I did.
What
I played
position?
Yeah,
Linebacker?
I got flipped up quite a bit. So, but yeah, being an only child, I mean, it can be cool, but it can be very lonely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think I've always just, even now as an adult, I'm like, man, that would have been cool to have a brother or sister, younger or older, to be honest. But, you know, God's plan, and that wasn't the plan, so it's okay.
No, it's all right, because us only children.
We're great. Look at us. I think we did well.
I think so, too. I think we've gotten
Got
pretty
podcasts.
far.
That means,
That's right. We got a lot to talk about. So tell me how you got involved with, now you're working on your PhD. What made you want to become a teacher?
So I grew up actually wanting to be a doctor.
Okay.
And like a medical doctor. And the reason why, it's funny, I just said like, oh, when I was 9 years old, I fell down the stairs. This is a true story. I was 9 years old, and I fell down like almost 2 levels of cement stairs, straight down my face. So my whole left side of my face was completely burned.
Wow.
Because I scraped it so much. So the first 2 layers of my skin were burned. They had to take me to the emergency room, and then later I had to see a plastic surgeon. I was 9 years old, and they were worried that my skin, my 3rd layer, wouldn't repair correctly. So they were preparing my mom, like, hey, we might have to take some skin from her thigh to put it on her face because we don't know how it's going to heal. And so she's like, I need a second opinion. So we went to a specialist. We went to a dermatologist. I loved the dermatologist we work with. And so sure enough, like, she taught me how to take care of my skin. It healed. Obviously, I didn't need to go through anything major. And I was like, I want to be a dermatologist. I want to do what she did for me.
Wow.
Like, because you're 9 years old. Imagine, like, your face looks like, do you guys watch wrestling?
Yeah.
WWE? Okay, so you remember Kane?
Yeah.
You remember when he finally took off the mask and his face looked, like, so scary?
Yeah.
That's what I look like. And I was like, oh my God, I'm looking like Kane.
Yeah, that's traumatizing.
You know, it's traumatizing. And so I was obviously devastated, scared. Sure enough, it all worked out. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to school to be a doctor. And so I took AP classes. I got a C at best, you know. And I was like, well, I love English, but I really want to be a doctor, so I'm going to keep pushing. And then finally, my senior year of high school, I had a conversation with my English teacher. I'm like, I really enjoy this class. I hate math. I hate science. Like, tell me about what it's like being a teacher. And so, like, we would just sit and talk, and she would tell me everything it was like, and she convinced me to, like, fully just drop the major I got accepted in at UIC, which was biochemistry, and change into teaching. And so my grandma was a retired principal. My mom was a preschool teacher. I have a cousin who was a principal. So I grew up around educators, so that was always there, but I didn't grow up wanting to be a teacher.
Wow.
It really just took my experience of, like, sitting down, talking with somebody who wasn't my family, and me recognizing I spend more time helping other students in my class with their essays than me caring about this math homework. So it was ultimately, like, one of the best decisions. I went to UIC, I student taught, and I student taught at Curie. So I left a good enough impression that as soon as I was done student teaching, the minute they had an opening position, they called me. I didn't even have to apply. I didn't know. They called me for an interview, and then I've been at Curie for the last 11 years.
What kind of teacher are you,
girl.
Curie?
So I teach English.
Oh, you're an English teacher?
Yeah, I'm an English teacher. So
Freshman
right now I have all juniors.
Okay.
So I have.
How's that?
It's great. I mean, there's a lot of pressure. Like, junior year is the year where it's like
the
they
guys
take.
are, they're a little older.
They're older, but you know what? I I love high school overall, but I love the juniors and seniors because it's like you get to have those real life conversations with them. Like, okay, you're gonna be out of here soon because the goal is to be out of here. What's next for you? What do you want to do? Or how can I help you? What conversations can we have now to help stimulate your mind and start thinking about what's next? Because you don't necessarily have to have the answer. You don't need to know what your whole life is going to look like at 17 years old. That's crazy. However, I am the person that you could bounce ideas off of. And at the same time, I'll recognize you're really good at this. Have you thought about this?
Right.
I also bring in a lot of professionals and I do panels all the time at Curie. I've done at least once a year. I didn't get to do a full one last year, but every year I've brought in at least 10 professionals, majority like Latinos, who are from different range of work.
Backgrounds?
Yeah. So I have lawyers, I've had dentists, I've had engineers, flight attendants. Because I always make sure I want to hit whatever my kids are interested in, whatever field they tell me they're interested in. If they're interested in art, I'm going to go find an artist.
Well, you know, the dominating six has quite a few of a background. You got a dentist, you got a lawyer, you got a realtor.
Real estate, and a couple of computer geeks.
Yep, computer techie geeks.
So all kinds of
people. May
people.
want to look at the dominating six for you
I
next
know.
one.
I'm gonna write all this down. No, definitely, and I think it's so important. Just my role as an educator to put people who look like them in front of them, but people who look like them that are at the table, that have the power, right? Not just like, oh, I've been working for this company for 30 years. That's great. But how about I worked here and then now I'm in this position because I proved myself and I brought value and I brought something new to the table. So I try to give them a wide range of possibilities, and then that leads to a lot of networking. Some students have had internships at like the age of 17, their senior year, but like they'll go like shadow somebody, and it's been wonderful. I try to do that with my actual students in my English classes, but also like with the dance team after school. So
it's important because I mean, you know, I work for a high school and I see a lot of things just with the students that we have currently, and I look at some of the teaching factors, and I can tell when a teacher is there to want to be there.
Yes.
And I can tell when a teacher's there because I get the summers off.
yeah.
You know, and that's a reality. Unfortunately, I think I see more of them than I do of, hey, I want to see you succeed.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
What is it that we want to do? And I think there's teenagers are so impressionable. Like, you can do so much with their brain. And if it goes the wrong way, then you know, you were a part of some of the decision making that they did, and
nobody wants to face that.
No, they don't. And me and my cousin every Christmas we always have discussions about teachers and things of that nature. She's teacher become principal. My cousin, I got him in. He's actually a school dining manager at one of the CPS schools.
Okay.
I'm a director for a high school for feeding our students. And you see the education part. You see everything that these students go through. And I applaud you for taking that time to, hey, I want to do this for these students. And I want them to see people who are like them.
Absolutely.
Because we didn't have that. We didn't have that option. We were told that, you know, it was obtainable, but very few obtain it. And correct me if I'm wrong, Pablo, because I don't.
No, I don't remember seeing Latinos as a kid back in the 80s.
No.
As role models, you know.
Right.
They're always white or black.
Right. And there was nothing in between. And then they would have you take this stupid test called the Campbell's test. You remember the Campbell's test?
I've heard of that.
You had to taste the soup, or?
No, silly. So it was like basically, where were you going to be in life? Like where is this test going to take you, and what society or this test thought that you were going to be in society?
I hate that. You know, they do something similar to that. Not necessarily exactly that test, but like, so students took their pre-ACT, right? So now they're getting their scores from that test they took in October. And in these scores, there's also a sheet on there. It's a big circle, and it's like, based on your scores, these are the fields you would do well at. Right? Which, sure, some of it may be accurate, but again, I hate that it's a test score that's dictating what would work for you.
Right.
Because, like, I feel like you got to get to know their personality traits. You have to know their work ethic. You have to know, like, what interests them. What is their learning style. A test can't tell you that.
No, and it's also about, well, what have you talked to them about?
Exactly.
You know, what options have you given? College is not for everybody.
Correct.
It's
Correct.
just not. I while everybody was trying to go and be a teacher, lawyer, doctor, whatever, I just wanted to dance.
Yeah.
So I went to Columbia because, one, it was open enrollment, and they didn't give you, you know, you fill out the application, they accepted you. That was the end of it.
Yeah.
So I wasn't one for the books. The only thing that I did like in high school was psychiatry. And the fact that you have English students and you're teaching them so many different avenues of how to speak,
Yes.
how to respond,
Yes.
how to think analytically, logically,
Yep.
because you've got to put it all together in words, no
Absolutely.
matter what. And to make it flow and sound, you know, effervescent.
Yeah.
And let it be that. I think it's huge for what you're doing.
And I think a big reason why I like bringing in these other individuals, whatever field they're in, is because I like to be authentic and give you like true, real, valuable information. And if I know nothing about architecture, what can I give you? But I could give you the resources, and I could point you to a person who does. Who they will know how to motivate you and find that niche that you maybe have to like enlighten yourself. Like, oh wow, architecture is something amazing, and I do want to learn more. I didn't know about this. So my job is to provide them the resources and give them like, hey, here are the places you can go to learn more about this, because nobody in this world has all the answers. And I think that's the beautiful thing about being a teacher is you don't have the answers, but you're going to do whatever you can to find them for them.
I love that.
You're gonna find the resources. That's how I work.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pablo, apparently they want to hear from you.
I know, I saw that. Thanks, Joey.
I'm like, they want to hear from you, Pablo.
Want to hear me
So you
yap away?
Go ahead, talk, Pablo,
I'm just,
talk.
I'm learning.
Speak now. Speak. Speak.
I'm just chilling, learning about, you know, what you do as an educator and all these programs that you guys are both, you know, are involved in, but in the different aspects, right? So I'm just chilling and learning. Is that okay, Joey?
So, okay, I have a question for you then. So, who's a teacher you remember and why?
Oh, okay.
Take us back, all the way back.
Okay, I'm going to remember the teacher that beat me.
Oh my
That
God.
was in 6th grade.
Okay.
They did that back in my era.
Okay.
Funston School. I'll say the school, but I won't say her name. But her last name started with a W. Anyway, she had an afro. Anyway,
That
That narrows it down.
and that's what I did right there. I just laughed. My friends will make me laugh on purpose because when I laugh, I have this like burst of laugh. You know, go crazy like for about 2 seconds. You know. Anyway, they will make me laugh on purpose. You know, we were taking during a test. So she calls me, you know, up. You know, takes my hand out, and with a bunch of rulers, just beats the shit out of me with my hand. You know, like, blah 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 blah. Don't you stop talking in my classroom. Blah, you know, blah
Yeah,
blah.
I remember those.
So that's an example of a teacher.
Right.
So that scared me, right? Teacher, like, oh, you know that, right? Then now you're quiet. So that's a bad example. Now, a positive example, I would want to say it was in high school. No, 8th grade. My 8th grade was his name was Mr. Klopek, Funston School. He brought the artsy part of me out.
Nice.
You know, yeah, he was cool with that. And then in high school, since you're a high school teacher, forgot his name, but he had like long like sideburns,
Oh.
real thick mustache. He was super chill all the time like that, and he would teach history. And I said if I ever would want to become a teacher, I would like to become a history teacher. So there you go. That answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Next.
Was that enough, Joe?
Enough, Joey Rios.
You know what's interesting? This is kind of what you said earlier, Steph, when you said, like, I just wanted to dance, right? So I think people who go into, like, dance or acting or anything in the arts, I would always say, I wouldn't push, because, again, I'm not a pusher like that, but I would say it could be helpful to get some certification and get, like, a minor in teaching. Because if you love what you're doing, you love dance, you love art, you love architecture, whatever it is, if you ever wanted to teach it, not that that's your goal in life, but you have that in your pocket. Because what better teachers than people who are really passionate about what they do? And
That's true.
actual professionals and content specialists. So
I think it's true.
I think if you're gonna do art, just have that in your back pocket.
Wish I would have known that earlier.
Hello.
Because I mean, when you look at, I'll give my career background. It's in food. Now, I've never gone to culinary school. I've never done anything, but I've always had that restaurant background, hospitality background, and I'm watching some of these teachers now in the culinary arts, teaching culinary arts to students. And the first question I asked their coordinator was, "Do they have a background in this?" And they're like, "No." I go, "So how are you teaching something that you have no knowledge of, and you expect these kids to gain some knowledge for the next 4 years in this particular art?" And she's like, "I don't know." I said, "Don't let me start." And she's just like looked at me. She goes, "I know you got some stuff, but," I'm like, you gotta be lovable about what are you doing? Chicken dance.
So we have our producer called Mike who's doing this right now to us.
Why?
Are we talking too much? Not enough talking? What does this mean?
Because you were coughing. So
I don't know what fingers got to do with my coughing.
Oh, okay. Even I was like, is that do they have clues here? I want to know what this means.
I know this is a crab.
We were starting a chicken dance here.
Yeah, I'm like,
is there a chicken in
dang, I want to know. Show me your ways.
Wait.
Can you get your man a water, please?
There you go. All right.
So now you're a teacher, and now all of a sudden it's not good enough anymore. Like we need some more to do in our life.
That's my biggest flaw. That's my vice. Like, what else can I do to complicate my life?
So
I have peace. I'm calm. What can I do?
So before we talk about how you get into the waters of the ocean or the waves, you brought Latinos Juntos to our first Latinos in the House conference.
Oh, that was so fun. It was
Why
amazing.
did you pick that name?
So fun fact, when I started teaching officially at Curie 10 years ago, if anybody who knows Curie High School, they've had a club called Latinos Juntos for 50 years. This year's their 50-year anniversary. Wow. So the club was meant for Latinos in the school to spread awareness. I mean, we'll take a DJ. Why not? But like right now we don't got money. CPS.
That's right, CPS.
CPS. We don't really got money, but we will take donations
right
and
off at the end of the year.
sponsorships. Yes, we'll talk more off camera about that. So they already had this existing club, right? And so I thought the club was doing great things around the school, and I reached out to the person who was the coordinator and the sponsor. And I'm like, "Hey, listen, I would love to start a dance team at the school. Like, they have a dance program, like, for a grade, like the dance department, but they didn't have anything after school. And they particularly didn't have anything with, like, Latin dancing. So I'm like, I would love to start a dance team, but, like, make it Latinos Juntos still from your club, but put dance team at the end of it. So, like, can I come recruit some of your students that are thinking about being in this club? And then we could start there. And so 2 weeks later, I started, and we started with a pretty large group. I think I've always had a large group. Right now, we have an average of like 47 dancers.
Oh, only 47 dancers.
Yeah, we have a lot.
Enough.
I think honestly, I think the most we've ever had was 62. But, I don't think like they all consistently stayed that season, but I would say on average we have about like 40 to 43. So I didn't technically pick the name. I just kind of adopted myself into the club because I wanted to add value. I saw what was at the table, and I just said, okay, what's missing from the table? I'm going to add it, but I'm going to listen to the table and see what it needs. And it just needed a dance team. So I didn't want to necessarily add anything because it wasn't about me. So that's why I'm like, I don't need to do a name. It's already here. Let's just build on it. So
That's
Latinos
awesome.
Juntos has been the name, but it's so funny because people want to say Latinos Unidos.
Right.
And it's like, guys, I didn't pick
That's
the
what
name.
I thought it was.
But it's Latinos Juntos. I didn't pick the name. So we're together Latinos, okay? We're together.
Latinos.
Yeah.
So, obviously your dance background is what brought you to where you're at today with the dancers. So tell me what your first year looked like when you were like, okay, hey, I got a great idea, and I want to piggyback off of the name, and I want to extend it and broaden its horizons to be where it was at.
So we would meet at the cafeteria on the first floor, and so my conversation was like, hey, I'm going to play some music. I just want to see you guys dance. Like, pretend you're at a quince, pretend you're at a wedding, pretend you're at your family party, you know, like, you're at a cookout. Like, what do you do when merengue comes on? What do you do when bachata comes on? What do you do when salsa comes on? What do you do when cumbia comes on? So that was, like, my way of evaluating, like, okay, what do the kids know? What do they not know? What excites them the most? Because that's the biggest thing. I plan all my routines and what I do based on the students in front of me.
Okay.
Like, when I see your face light up, that's when I know. So it was more of just like that first rehearsal is like, we're just going to have a big party. We're just going to play music and we're going to dance. And I'm dancing with the kids too. Because then that's also helping me figure out, okay, who's good at leading, right? Who knows how to lead? Oh, who could easily follow me, right? And then after that, I'm like, all right, guys, well, you know, ideally, these are all the dances I want to teach you. I want to teach you all about salsa, but I want to talk to you about the history. I want to teach you the difference of dancing salsa on 1 and dancing salsa on 2. And they're like, what? There's numbers? And it's like, yeah, we're gonna learn that, and then we're gonna learn bachata, and then we're gonna learn, you know, cumbia, and we're gonna go through the dances you see and you've danced, but we're gonna just show you the proper technique. And, you know, put some names to these shines and put some names to these moves. So then you could go home and you could dance it with your mom and your dad. And I think for me, that's the biggest part of what drives me with this team. It's like, you learn here, but then you take it to your life.
Right.
You bring it in all the pockets of your life, whether that's your cousins, your primos, your mom, your dad, your aunts, your uncles, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever. Like, teach them. Spread this love of dance and just take it wherever you go and add your own sazon. Yeah. Like, make dance you. I always tell the kids, like, dance for yourself. That's the biggest thing I say. I said, you could learn choreography, you could perform in front of 5 people or 500 people, but what's going to make you stand out is you being you.
Yep.
And owning it yourself. So, obviously, it was just a lot of like, all right, here we go. We're going to sit down and we're going to practice counting with our hands. And then, like, I mirror what your feet do with my hands. So I'm like, okay, mirror me, guys. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. And then we clap. You know, it's a lot of, like, building blocks very slowly to now. I still do that, but now it's like, all right, let's go. Add something now. Tell me something I didn't know. How can we style this? Give me some flavor here. So it definitely, like, I have elevated my teaching style and how I teach dance. But I think I've broadened a lot of my horizons where I do more storytelling with my dance.
Okay.
Versus in the beginning, it was like, okay, let's just go over the different types of bachata, the different types of merengue, the different types of salsa. Almost like, not like a quiz, but it's like, I need you to actually understand this.
Well, it's history.
Yeah.
Regardless of any type of dance, you always got that history. You know, and I learned more on the dance history when I went to Colombia. Yeah. Like, it's just not about dance. It's about who was there, like the Bob Fosse's and you know, you had the Martha Grahams.
Oh yeah.
You know, the Alvin Ailey dancers. There was so much history that you had to learn about why there were certain flows and rhythms.
Yeah.
That, you know, were collected for you to be able to do certain dance moves and where your body felt it. So I can see that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, I mean, like I said, now I like focus more on like telling a story. So really diving into the storyline, and I do a lot of like emotion work. So like I'll play music, I'll have students, you know, sit in front of a mirror or sit in a circle with their eyes closed, and it's like, when you hear this, what do you feel? Okay, when somebody feels this, do something with your hands that emulates that. Okay, breathe a different way. Like, what does it mean to take a deep breath here? If you're sad, what does it mean to take a deep breath because you're excited? So I think now I'm like finding out like, how can I actually teach emotional regulation through dance? How can I teach them like getting into a character and a persona? Maybe something completely different than what you're used to, but that's like part of the testing your character. Like, can you live up to this? Can you try without giving up? That's the biggest thing. I'm always going to put a challenge in front of you. I don't care if you're successful right away, but I don't want you to give up. That's the biggest
part. You need to become a psychiatrist.
That's next on our list, probably.
Right?
No.
Well, there is doctor right behind it. So.
I know. I'm just going to walk in like, the doctor will see you now, and not tell them what my actual background is. And
so you do like a big dance performance at the end of the year with all these kids?
Yes, so I do two big shows a year. So we just had our 10-year anniversary in October, which was amazing. Shout out to all the teams, all the directors,
What kind of
and
dance
all
was it?
the businesses. So we did 5 different dances.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically, if you count like the solos, we did 8. So one dance, the theme was Step Up. So that whole movie, like the whole brand basically was our theme, because what I do is like a mixture of
Step
like
Up?
hip hop. The movie.
I was born in
was-
1800, so you gotta
Okay,
educate
so
me.
Step Up.
Movie.
It started with like Channing Tatum and what's her name, Jenna. I forgot her last name. So essentially, the storyline is there's this girl who's a ballerina. She's a technical dancer, and then there's a street dancer who does hip hop and break dance. What happens when they come together and do a routine? So essentially, that's what it is. It's like you do a little street dancing with the technical dancing, Latin fused with hip hop.
Did the guy have to wear like ballerina clothes?
No, the guy didn't wear ballerina clothes. They did the like Channing Tatum baggy clothes, very 2000s. So one routine was a ballet into a contemporary into hip hop.
Okay.
The second routine was a tango into contemporary. The third routine was like a Afro beats into a salsa mambo fusion.
Makes sense.
And it makes sense, yeah. The fourth routine was a complete hip hop routine. Different genres and styles of hip hop, but all hip hop. And then the fifth routine was Latin. It was like merengue, a little bit of cumbia, and reggaeton.
Okay.
And then I had 3 solos. So one was like to Michael Jackson. So that was very like poppy, fun, jazz. The second one was strictly hip hop. This student, he choreographed it himself. I don't know the name of it, but it's a particular like kind of street dance, very fast. Don't know the name, but he killed it. And then, no, it wasn't juke. It was a different style. No, it wasn't even. He did a little footworking, but it was mainly like a lot of stuff with his hands and his chest. I don't know the name. I've never taught it, never danced it. But that was his solo. That was his moment. And then the last one, my current captain, I gave her a fusion routine where she started off with some jazz, and then that went into hip hop, and then that went into like a heels type of performance. So I try to do whatever the students are giving me, like I said. So if I see a lot of students are passionate and they want to like learn and fuse like ballet with bachata, then that's what we're doing. So this upcoming show will be May 9th.
Okay.
Which will be interesting because I graduate the day before, and I don't know if there's another
Are you even going the next day? If you
I mean, of course I'm gonna go. I'm planning the show, but I'm like,
Sorry.
there's supposed to be 2 ceremonies, so I'm like praying. I hope my ceremony isn't the same day as my show, because I'm gonna have to be in 2 places at once. I don't know how. So the next show is May 9th, and that's where we'll debut 2 new routines. We haven't started it yet. We'll start them in February.
I think your kids will have fun if you taught like a mashing class.
What's that?
Oh, I'm going to teach you something, teacher.
Yes, teach me. I love learning.
So it's like alternative dance music, a little heavier rock, and
Okay.
they just jump around in a circle and like throw each other around.
Like a mosh pit?
Yeah, mashing.
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I heard a completely different word. I'm sorry. I didn't hear mosh pit. Okay.
Well, you heard Rosh?
I don't know what I heard, but
What'd you
that's
hear?
not that.
Posh?
Yeah, I heard pasha, masha, bakata. I don't know.
Right, yeah,
Oh,
offer that class.
I know what a mosh pit is.
When you have
Oh,
that
yeah.
class, we'll go check you out.
Okay,
I
noted.
think the kids will have a great time with that.
Add a mosh pit to our
Leave
next
a lot of
routine.
frustration
All
out,
right,
you know.
Got it.
You should. I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah, our next routine is gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a tribute to the 2000s. So the vibe is kind of like you're cleaning out like your mom, because you know their parents are my age, which is kind of crazy. Because I'm like, whoa, hold on. But it's like you find a burned CD. Like I remember LimeWire, and you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what was that like? What were your mixes like? So that's the routine I'm gonna choreograph and create next, and then do like a little merengue, típica, bachata. So
Wow.
yeah.
That is so cool. I love hearing how you have a different take, and I love listening to like different dancers and choreographers and instructors. But you have a totally different take on how you're teaching the formations of what you want them to learn, and I think it's really, really cool.
Yeah, I think like everybody has a niche, like what works for them or what their taste is, what their style is. But honestly, mine is always like I want to tell a story, I want to put on a good show, but like I want the dancers to learn something new about themselves in the process, whatever that looks like. And it's not always going to be a bachata. It's not always going to be a salsa. Like, that's just not who I am. I obviously don't box myself into one thing in my personal life, so why would I do that through dance?
So what kind of dance do you like?
Like my personal favorite.
Yeah, like.
I love cha-cha. Like dancing, like
What's
myself.
a cha-cha dance?
Cha-cha, it's
Like a cha-cha-cha?
yeah, like 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
okay.
cha-cha-cha, 6, 7.
I thought it was a street dance.
No. I mean, hey, there's a street version of all
Yeah,
dances.
Okay.
So I love cha-cha. I love bachata, like traditional bachata.
There's a traditional bachata.
Oh, there's so many
I am
versions.
so
There's
behind.
There's traditional. There's urban, modern. There's sensual.
Urban.
I love traditional. That's fun. It's all in the footwork and it's in your hips, and that's it. It's not all these turn patterns. I'm not like getting dipped or like my head's not doing all these weird things. I love just anything that makes you like control all the different parts of your bodies, and you're like, oh, I didn't know I could move my hips like that. It's like, yeah, girl, it's in the knees. So yeah, cha-cha, bachata. I love salsa, mambo. Merengue is always a good time. Yeah, I mean, hip hop. So I've trained in hip hop, but that's not like my specialty. I could choreograph some stuff, but that's not my favorite. But it's always fun taking class. Like I have a lot of fun taking hip hop and just like letting loose and trying something different, getting out of my comfort zone. But I thrive on my bachata, cha-cha.
I think I've always thought that hip hop was always kind of hard to find a way to choreograph. Only because when you're doing it, it's really about the feeling from the beat that you get.
Yeah,
It's a freestyle.
It's what you want to pick up.
It's a freestyle thing, and to sit there and try to choreograph, like again, going back to my dancer days, that's very hard.
Yeah.
To turn around and do, and it just used to be whatever we felt, and then if we caught the move, then everybody kind of mimicked.
You got to find your pockets. There's so many textures too.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to be soft? Do you want to be hard? Do you want to?
I mean, I wasn't never a dancer, like you guys, but back in the day, I would hire dancers to perform for me. And the dancers really drew like a big crowd. People will go to see the dancers more than sometimes the DJ. They will want to see the dance groups back then.
I mean, they work together.
It's huge for,
they
for
work in unison. Like if the DJ is doing what the DJ got to do, the dancers are only going to show up and show out for you. But
you saw.
But the DJ if you're a good DJ, you read the room. You're like, all right, I know what's going to get them.
No, but they will perform. People will go to see the like you said, choreography, the performance of these dancers, and it'll just be like a 5-10 minute dance routine.
Yeah,
but
10 minutes is crazy.
Really?
I did it.
Oh, girl.
I did it 8. So I choreographed like an 8-something minute routine a few years ago. But there was a lot of in and outs, right? So like some dancers are in some parts, some are not. But that's tiring. Like,
oh, you ain't telling me.
Tiring.
What did I do this past year?
Tell her, Steph.
10 minutes. A whole 10-minute choreographed routine from beginning to end.
Where'd you do this?
For my birthday, I had my quinceañera.
Oh my God, you did do
You should have seen her dance.
I didn't know that.
Yes,
I didn't
did.
know. I need to see a video of this.
Yep.
What did you dance?
Hopefully, there's no video of that.
I need a video.
I had different songs. I danced with Mike. I danced with my 3 great friends.
I love that.
I mean, it was choreographed from beginning to end. It was 10 minutes.
Wow, who choreographed it?
Me and Rodrigo, mostly Rodrigo, but I put in whatever I could. So yeah, it was just everybody was like, "For real?" Everybody was exhausted just watching.
Yeah, I bet.
So,
but I love all forms of entertainment. Like just like you said, like if I know there's gonna be performances, yeah, of course you're gonna want to go and see that. Like it's a lot of hard work that people don't see that happens
and
behind.
the way the outfits and everything.
Yeah, the outfits and everything.
When you're a dancer, you're not just a dancer. Like you are a fashion designer, you're a seamstress, you're all the things. All the things.
Yeah, you are.
There's so much that goes into play with that.
Well, you're Latinos who showed up that day and was
what day?
Choreographed by Gringo.
Yeah,
from
Gringo.
the All Stars.
Okay.
That was amazing.
At the
that
conference.
day, at the conference
Last year,
did
2024.
such an amazing and phenomenal
Oh, that was
job.
you guys?
It was great. Those were my
I
kids.
didn't
That
know
was
that.
them.
Yeah, those are my kids.
No, pendejo, I turned around and said who it was.
Let's say that. No, I didn't know it was.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
them.
Yeah,
I thought it was Gringo's group, like his young all stars,
No,
like baby all stars.
No, those
So
are
he
my
had a couple-
babies.
those are her babies.
There was 2 or 3
There's too many
of
babies.
his.
Whose babies were they? Gringos? Or
Majority were mine. There were 3. The 3 dancers with the blue shirts were Gringos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the rest of those kids were
those are
all
mine.
hers.
Yeah, they were good. I remember that. Watch
Yeah,
it.
that was honestly, that was really like a special day. I had, I brought my family with me, so I had my mom, my dad, and my grandma, and a lot of my dancers, their parents went. So just being in the audience, watching the kids like perform and just have fun, but watching the parents like really vibe to the music and like to me like it was one of those like this is what you do it for. Like I was so grateful to you for asking me to be there because like man, just being there in person, the energy, it was truly special. I keep saying it, but it really, really, really was. Even my mom, I grew up on the house music with my parents. Like, I grew up on all of that. So, watching my mom just truly have fun, wanting to go up there and be there and dance too.
Well,
it was
everybody.
Awesome. Yeah.
I mean, Mike had a
well,
really
we all
great...
got up and danced after.
Yeah, I mean, DJ QMM had like the whole thing, you know, going on.
He had me
the
twerking.
Music.
Yeah, he had me twerking, kid.
And then... I mean, hell, I had to come. I'm like, we need to reel it back. We need to reel it back. We need to get it back on point because they were. I mean, the entire audience was getting involved. Like they really were like having their own party. Yeah. So it was because of your dancers that a lot of them walked out saying, "Man, I felt like I was back in the '80s again, where like we were at a hall dance and we were watching the performances go again." So a major shout out to you and your and your folks over there because they were doing awesome. Yeah, and I am so grateful. For Raquel and Joey who introduced me and said, hey, I got this group that Joey's in. Why don't you utilize them? Yeah. So I was so grateful because you guys just put everything together. Like I had a vision and, you know, God works in great ways.
Amen.
So my vision was to have certain things a certain way. My vision was to have like this whole dance thing going on. So I reached out to Gringo and he... you know, volunteered to turn around and do this, you know, and major props to him because not only is he just a known choreographer, producer, vocalist, author, you know, theater producer and writer, he put this all together. And I know we were going back and forth, like, I don't, you know, I can't see this, I can't see that, but it came out so beautifully. And, you know, your team... plus the Colitos having that video to the intro to what you guys were about to do. It was awesome. Like it could not have gotten any better than it did that day. And I think for them to even be highlighted on Univision.
Yeah. I know. I saw that. I was like, oh, look at you guys.
Yes.
So
I mean, I was like, wow, what a promo for her.
Put it on my CV, okay? Univision.
It was so cool. And I used that clip because it speaks volumes on what Latinos in the House was about.
Yes.
And it also speaks the volumes of the vision that I had for that particular year. And I just thought it was so awesome.
It was a beautiful vision.
So thank you. Thank you for everything that you did with them. Thank you for everything that you did to make that happen, because your vision, what you saw in a name and what you wanted to do with it spoke volumes. And now you're 10 years in now, and I'm sure to see it for another 10, 15, 20 more years. Yeah. You know, your mom's a beautiful woman. Love her. That she's awesome.
She's great. Mama T. Shout out to Mama T.
She was just like that. My baby, my baby. Yeah, I loved it.
Everybody's her baby. Like I'm the main baby, but
exactly.
like
You're the main baby.
All the kids are her grandbaby. She said. She has this running joke. She said for years. I don't know why. She's like, I want 13 grandchildren. I'm 13. Like, girl, you should have had 12 more kids. Like, so I was like, look, I don't think I'm going to bless you with 13 grandkids, but look at this. Look at how many grandchildren you get on this dance team. We have over 150, over 200.
Most
I can't,
definitely.
I honestly, if I took time to count, it's probably triple that. But it's like, we truly are a family. And, like, I love my dancers' families as well. And, like, again, like Joey and Raquel. Those are people, like, we went to her birthday party. Like, it's not like the kids graduate and it's like, okay, nice knowing you. It's like, no, we remain tight. We remain in touch.
That's awesome.
And so, like, I truly, when I created this routine, when I had the vision, when I was like, yo, I want to do, like, a Chicago house party theme. Like, I want everybody to, like, feel nostalgic, but I want you to feel like, all right, you're in a backyard or wherever you're at, and this comes on, and everybody comes up. No matter how old you are, you just know this music. You just know that beat. So that's why I started the routine the way that I did, but never did I think we would get so many opportunities from that one routine. Mm-hmm. I really do think that routine kind of, I don't want to say put us on the map more, but we performed in spaces that I never thought we would perform at, including Latinos in the House. We were there, and then, like, over the summer, we were at like some of the cookouts and like the neighborhood like festivals on the main stage, and it was great. We were at Salsa Congress. We went to Vegas that year and performed it. So we
our scholarship, our fundraising.
We traveled with that piece, and it was like no matter where we went, somebody was like, "Wow!" Like I had to tell my mom, my sister, my cousin, like we all got up and started dancing, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's what it's about."
I'm glad that we were able, because I know you heard a lot of the conversations, because I shared with you that whole week.
Yeah.
Like all the headaches that I was going through.
I know. God bless you.
And, you know, your mom was a blessing, because she was like literally talking me out of that headspace. Like, hey, this is going to be fabulous.
Yeah.
You wait and see.
She's good at that.
She was so Johnny on the spot on that one. Mm-hmm. But I'm so glad that the money that we did raise for the original purpose.
Yes.
Got to, you know, be able to go into your hands and was able to turn around, because you weren't expecting it. And I was just like...
No, not at all.
I was like, we're going to turn the money over to you, because I want to make sure that everybody knew that the money that we were fundraising for was going to go to a great organization. And I'm so glad that it went to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And
Thank
that you were there at the right time, at the right space, to turn around and say, hey, because you guys were just going into Vegas and you needed the costume money for it.
there was so much like happening, because what people don't realize is they think like, oh, you're a dancer, you should get paid to go out there, but like for these conferences, no you have to pay to even just be there. So one pass is like $150 to $200 per dancer. And so if it's here in Chicago, I would say I could take anywhere between 25 to 35 students, but to go somewhere like Vegas or Miami or California and all the places we've been, that's like 150, 200 just for the pass.
Right.
Not the airlines, not the costume, not the hotel, not the food, not like none of that. And so I never want to put that burden on the students and their families. So I'm like, look, we're going to make some hoodies. We're going to do some T-shirts, and we're going to sell stuff. That way all the money we have will go to help you guys in this area of dance and do what you love. So when you gave that check, that was not anything that was expected.
Yeah,
so it was much appreciated.
I was glad, because we were talking on it, and I was like, we got to do something with this money. We can't keep it.
Yeah.
You know, so, and we knew we weren't going to keep it. It was just a matter of who do you donate it to, and again, you were just at the right space at the right time.
That's how it is in life, right? In general, not just dance. When chance meets opportunity, right? That's when amazing things can happen. It's not what you know; it's who you know.
Yeah. So let's talk about the T-shirts that you got on right now.
Oh, this is an old school one. We've done so many versions of this. I could have like literally 3 drawers just dedicated to Latinos Juntos stuff. So the person who created, or who was the sponsor of Latinos Juntos when I first joined Curie, shout out to Gabe Behar, he is amazing at graphic design. He didn't go to school for it, anything. He's a Spanish teacher, but he is wonderful. He sits with me and I'm like, this is my vision. I need you to see what's in my head. Close your eyes. And I'll describe it, and he'll come up with some amazing designs.
That's awesome.
And then we'll make shirts, we'll make hoodies, and then we try to do at least one fundraiser a year at Curie, where we'll have like the different designs, and like the staff and the community can purchase what they want. We haven't done one yet this year, so stay tuned.
There you go.
But when
we need to have a store for you. That's what we need to have.
Yeah, but we have hoodies.
I got a hookup for you.
We have so much. There we go. We're gonna talk off camera. If I could wink correctly, I would wink right now, but I don't know how to wink. That's one thing I can't do, right? So yeah, I think, and it's also like a fun way to play with like the themes of whatever our routines are.
Yeah.
So one year we did like a Medusa theme routine. So the shirt was like.
You
Well, got my attention.
Yeah. So we.
What do you know about Medusas?
Oh my God, I love like the Greek mythology.
Oh, Medusa.
No, you're thinking of.
He's thinking of the club.
No, not again. I got 14 to 18-year-olds
You just lost
dancing.
them
We're not at the club. No, Medusa, like Greek mythology,
Okay,
Medusa.
I'm-
Yeah, so we did like a dance storyline with that. And so the shirt was so dope. It was like Medusa's face and hair with like the logos.
Yeah, the
Super
snakes.
cool.
Yeah, I was like probably
Yeah,
the
with the
Medusa's
snakes.
logo. With
Yeah,
Well, that's
so,
what
like,
Medusa was. Right?
So this is a popular one we constantly come back to and recreate. And typically the number you see on the shirt is the year we made it. So this was made in 2017.
Nice.
And then we just like switch the colors of the shirt. We have it in navy blue. We have it in black and tan. This is gray, and then we switch these colors. I mean,
I like that.
Sometimes when you have like a great product, people love like the Loteria card.
Yeah, they
We
do.
just switch the colors up and just change the year and the type of shirt. Some of them we have like in hoodies or long sleeves. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like,
Hey,
you
cuz, how
want
are you,
it in
primo?
different color? Like, let's go next year. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. Okay, so now we're going to stem away,
Okay.
and we're gonna go from being a dance teacher and choreographer to now I want to get a doctorate. I want to do a dissertation
That's-
because I don't have enough on my plate.
I know.
I think
I
we
know.
should do a dissertation.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
how we get it.
guys.
How do we get
Don't
into that?
listen to me, guys. So my grandma has a PhD. So growing up, like, she was always Dr. Color, right? And so I always thought, like, wow, what an honor. I always truthfully wanted it since I was little. Anytime I would, like, go to a graduation or I was at a college graduation and I would see, you know, the people getting their doctorate, they're getting hooded and just... It was something so prestige, and I was like, wow, that's really special. Like, you have to work really hard. Nobody could take that away from you.
Right.
But then I got my master's right after my undergrad, and I was like, I am tired. Like, I just want to focus on being a great teacher and just do that. And I did. And then COVID happened. And I was like, I'm bored. I feel like I could be doing more with my life and pushing myself forward. I need a challenge. I'm settled right now. I'm complacent. I don't like being complacent. Complacent is a bad word for me. And so I'm like, I'm going to go back to school. This is it. I'm going to go back and
Thanks,
get my
COVID.
PhD. And so I applied in 2020. I didn't tell my grandma. I didn't tell anybody. Because oftentimes people thought, like, oh, if you go back, it's because your grandma or somebody's going to pressure you.
Right.
And it was truly something that spoke to my heart. I was like, it's time. I wanted to do it. So, you know, normally when you're in your 20s, you surprise your family with, like, an engagement, or you surprise them, like, I'm going to have a baby. So when I applied and I got the letter, I, like, handed it to my grandma. And she's like, what's this? And, like, she reads it, and she's like, are you serious? She starts crying. You would have thought I told her I was pregnant. It was so funny. She's crying, like, oh, my God, are you serious? Oh, hallelujah, you're going back to school, whatever. Because she always wanted that for me. But she didn't, again, she didn't want to pressure me. I think she always knew I was going to do it. She just wanted me to, like, do it at my own time, which I appreciate. Shout out to my grandma. So I started fall 2021. And the first year of classes were fully remote. So it was Zoom, which was lovely. And then they're like, all right, it's time for you to come in person now. And then I had to take my classes in person. And then I was done with my coursework in 2023. So 2024 is when I did all my tests. You have to pass all these different tests. You have to do a research project. Once you do that, then you propose, like, okay, what's your study? What is going to be your field that nobody's done that you're going to add to literature and scholarship? So I did that a year ago in December. I passed, and then I completed my research. I did my observations, did all that over the spring. From summer to about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I finished my dissertation. And so now I'm just waiting to do all the steps with uploading and authenticating, and then I officially defend to become Dr. Torres February.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, where's
That
that
is a
button?
lot
Where's
of-
that button?
Yeah, where's that button? There you go. That was like, my bad. That is a lot.
It's very hard.
I'm just even thinking about just doing a master's. And I'm like,
It's hard.
maybe
I
not.
mean, you know what? Do it. Like, you don't realize how much you can take until you put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
I've always been a person that, like, you know, if something's hard, I just don't give up. I'll complain, I'll whine, I'll cry, but I still do it. But this is hard. I would say this challenged me mentally and emotionally on a different level because, you know, you're in the spotlight with, you know, your advisor and your committee and board, and they're looking for everything they could, like, question you on. And that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. And it's hard because I've had imposter syndrome where, like, oh, am I really gonna do this? Like, am I really making a difference? Like, is what I'm researching and talking about, is it actually important? Do people need to know this? Like, how can this be used? And I'm like, yeah, it is.
And
nobody could tell it like I can. So I actually did it on a Latin dance instructor in an all-girls dance team. And I focus on how an instructor manages and engages with their own emotions as they're teaching.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, so it basically brought in all the different points of my life into a book. Like dancing, teaching. I love working and mentoring with like young women. So all of it just came together beautifully. So I'm like, wow, I never thought this would be my dissertation. But I learned a lot, and you know, I can't fully talk about my implications yet until after February when I'm like published. But I think what I researched and everything I found is something that 1,000% can cross over into teaching in the classroom.
Oh, I totally
agree. And in schools in general. Not enough people talk about like emotional regulation and give teachers or just educators in general, no matter where they're teaching, credit for how much you have to manage your emotions and how sometimes your emotions are your tools for teaching.
Yeah, it's true.
And so that's not studied enough. At least there's a lot of studies in dance, but guess what? They're all around ballet, modern, jazz. There's nothing on Latin dance. So it's kind of taking like a mirror and zooming in on Latin dance and look at the value here. Because oftentimes people credit like more prestige and professional dancing to the ballet, the jazz, and that, not bachata. Right?
That's a perfect "don't count us out" moment right there.
100%. I love. First of all, I told you guys earlier. I really love that name.
Go ahead, Pablo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dear Joey, I talk
Learning.
sometimes.
He's learning.
Take that, Mister.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that in my dissertation. I'm gonna quote you guys. I'm like, yeah, don't count out the Latin dancers and the Latin dance teachers.
And it's true because you know there's a lot of emotion into putting in. There's a lot of emotion teaching.
Yes.
There's emotion in feeding students.
Yes.
And people don't seem to understand what feeding a student means for me. For a teacher, what teaching a student who didn't know something and allowing them to walk out of that room knowing that they learned something new.
Even if they struggled learning it, right?
Yeah. And that's their proud moment.
Yep.
You know, I always ask, when I have to present in front of teachers who are, why do I have to turn around and tell a child to eat? I'm like, well, you know, statistics say since you like so much data, because that's what you've been trained to do is have data. Data shows that if a child doesn't eat breakfast, he's fidgeting for almost 2 or 3 hours from the time he went to sleep, and you don't even know what time he ate last, to every single class he's like, I'm hungry, I can't concentrate. That's data and research.
Yeah.
So it's important to turn around and put a child into breakfast. Hey, did you eat breakfast? Yeah. I need to call, you know, downstairs and get you a breakfast, and you're going to eat. Make sure that you can get through the rest of the day. But the other part is the emotional part of watching these students, like, especially in the times that we're living in now. Is this going to be the last time I see them? Is this going to be the last time that they eat?
That's deep.
It's true,
but it's true though.
It's so sad. Like it's you don't know what their life is like once they walk out of your classroom.
No, you don't. And I remember one time being over at Little Village, and I had an employee who was. I always say the story to everybody. I'm like, the employee was being mean to a child, and that weekend there was a massive shooting, and that child ended up dying. Ugh. So it was brought to the school or whatever, and, you know, right away the woman's sitting there crying. Like, what are you crying for? Oh, you know, this little, you know, Nenito, he died. And I'm like, but you were always mean to him, so why are you crying? I mean, I was mean, because I was like, don't sit here and cry when you were sitting here being mean when he just asked for like an extra, you know, cheeseburger, not even, just a little bit, a couple of more tater tots, and you're sitting here being mean. I'm like, you don't know what these kids are walking out into, and you don't know when they're coming back. Yeah. So that's just the mentality that you have to have. But
and you don't know what they're hiding,
right?
Either. Like I had, you know, recently I had a student who I found out like their house burned down. You wouldn't know though. The kid was still smiling like normal, doing what they had to do. It just came up in a conversation, just nonchalantly. And that is almost terrifying, like how well students can mask something so traumatic.
Right.
I think that's one of the most traumatic things that could happen to somebody. But why are you so good at masking this?
Yeah.
which is like great, good for you, because you're still doing well, you know, but it's just like, who knows this? How can we support you? Like, let's go. And so obviously my mom and I got together with some people and we took care of him, but you gotta take time to have these conversations. And it's not like, why are you doing bad in class, or this, or what's your favorite color? It's more like, how's your day? What's something you like about being in this space? What don't you like about being in this space? What does it make you feel like? Oh, when you go home, what do you do?
I always tell my kids,
you have to have those conversations.
I always tell the parents, did you ask your child what they had to eat today? And did you ask them if it was out of my lunchroom? Because if it wasn't out of my lunchroom, chances are it wasn't what I fed them. But I mean, it's questions, just daily questions that you ask, you know, to find a way to connect to a child. Yeah. I think you're doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
You know, all the way around. I know you're going to do great in your dissertation and defending it.
You. I need all that. Thoughts and prayers, please.
No, just based off of what you're saying. Yeah. You are literally not counting us out. You are putting us out in the forefront and saying it. I mean, they've always said bomba. Bomba is a form of dance beautiful, that is expressionable to the point where it's either talking about the emotions of heartache and their environment, or it's something that they're celebrating within their soul that is coming out of them. And I do believe, obviously being a dancer, dance is an expression that allows you to release everything that you went through for a week. So I applaud you for all of that. What is in the cards for Tati?
So I just did yesterday. Have you heard of vision boards?
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of vision boards?
I do.
So I call it a prayer board. But I just so I just finished mine yesterday. But yeah, it's this idea of like, all right, you know, the dissertation was like the biggest thing you're checking off your list. What's next? So my quote right now is tired but thriving. It's like, I've been working so hard, like new idea, new goal, do it. It's like I still have goals, but I really want to just try to relax. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but like I just want to enjoy like the fruit of your labor. Like really be like, I did this. Now let me pour into more people and just help other people reach their goals. Not that I don't already do that, but like I genuinely just want to be that that contagious energy that's like, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do, or you're inspiring me to do this, and I'll be there. Like, let's go. Let's start from scratch right now.
Well, that's a t-shirt already.
Which one?
Tired and thriving.
Oh, I know. So, girl, that's like my thing. So, like, when I do my little influencer videos, because I'm trying, that's something I got in 2026. I want to, like, put myself out there a little bit more with my content. That's something I've been, like, hashtagging writing, like, tired but thriving. So, yeah, I am going to put that on the team. Step 1, 2026. I'm going to have merch. But, so, as you know, I had the podcast Never Too Shy with Paulina.
We know, but we're going to talk about that now. So, dissertation to the side.
Yes.
Podcast.
Yes.
I saw you at the podcast summit with Flava, and they had some great podcasters there.
For sure.
And you got on that stage, and you talked about exactly what everybody needed to know.
Yeah.
And, you know, I want you to talk about that because obviously we're a podcast. Obviously, we talked a little bit today behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Talk about your podcast. What is it about and what you're about to do now?
Yeah, so I was on the podcast Never Too Shy for the last 3 years. We recorded over 100 episodes. It was myself and Paulina Rowe from The Fred Show on 103.5. And we just ended it. Like, we just announced it. We ended it because I feel like we've done so many great things on there. But she, you know, she's a new mom. So she also has Mommy Collective. Shout out to Paulina and Mommy Collective. And she had a lot going on with her schedule, and like she was getting more on her plate. And our producer Marco, shout out producer Marco, like he had a brand new club he opened up. He has like 9 businesses. He has 2 kids under 3 years old. Like he has a lot going on. And then myself, I'm finishing the dissertation, the 10-year anniversary, and so much going on that like we were having a hard time consistently meeting. And, like, I think one thing about podcasting is in order to be successful, you have to be consistent.
Yep.
And so I felt like we were starting to slack. But we were like, you know what? I think we did the best we could. And I think it's okay to gracefully bow out now. Yeah. And so we decided as a unit, like, hey, you know, I think this chapter is done. But I got a little something coming in 2026. I mean, can I be honest? It's gonna be. It's gonna be like.
Can she be honest?
It's gonna be like.
Yes.
As real as it gets. That's all I can say. I can't give out any more information, but I feel like this new version of me, I don't know, that's so cliche. It's not a new version. But like once I'm done with this dissertation, I really want to dive more into like
the next
me,
journey.
my heart, not just like me as a professional. Just like who I am, right? Like there's a reason why I never want to be boxed in. Let's talk about
The
it.
real Tati.
The real Tati.
real Tati.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
there you go,
the real one,
Tati.
right? And it's not to say like I haven't been real, but like you're always mindful of your persona, like on a podcast or wherever you are. And so I want to control the narrative. I want to control like what's next. And so that will be coming once I'm done with my dissertation. I'm very excited for that. And then I did this, another thing on my list that I did. In September, I was part of Mikey O's Entonces. So it was a storytelling event. I've never done anything like that. You get 10 minutes, you're in front of a crowd, and you tell a story. Like, no boundaries. Whatever you want your story to be about, just tell the story.
What was the story?
So my story was called 3 Women, 1 Love Life. Mine. So it was about basically how my mom and my grandma, I grew up with all these women around me telling me how I should be as a woman.
Okay.
What kind of wife I should be, what kind of mother I should be, who I should date, like my love life. They have a say in everything, basically. And it's me coming to this conclusion of like, one day I was literally and metaphorically trapped in the middle of 2 of my grandmas in the backseat of a van, and they were debating over what my life would look like. Like, they were arguing, like, no, this is what she needs, and no, this is what she needs, and I'm just literally just trapped. Like, oh, my God, here we go, guys. Can I just do what I want to do?
Girl, that sounds like a novela.
Yeah, and it was a novela, and it was actually, like, very funny. I didn't think I was that funny, but, like, I was pretty funny, I must say. And it was very heartwarming. Like, at the end, there was a very strong message, this idea of, like, choose yourself. You know, like, my family, the women in my life, I feel like they are spending all their lives choosing me, and I'm like, no, I need you to choose yourself because I got me. So
Sounds
stop
like
worrying about me.
It sounds like a monologue waiting to happen.
Yeah, it was very much that. It was a 10-minute monologue. You know, I wasn't reading anything, so like I had my notes and I studied, and you know, you prepare for anything I do. Like I'm not doing it unless I'm 100% locked in and I know I'm gonna give quality work. I was so nervous. Like I've performed, I've done so much, but this made me very nervous. The minute I got on stage, all that went away, and I was like, I want to do this again.
That's so
cool.
cool.
I love, if I could do a storytelling event, I would. I loved it. I think my best content will be about my family, for sure. But I want to challenge myself, and I know this is a stretch, and you guys are all probably going to look at me crazy, but I want to attempt to do like an amateur stand-up comedy show. Just one.
Mikey, you heard that?
You heard that, Mikey?
Just one.
Tag Mikey O on this.
Just
Tag Mikey O on this.
But like not like maybe like again like after September next year. Let me get time to like practice. But I want to do it just for fun and just to see if I could do it because I know it's really hard. Stand-up comedy is no joke. Yeah. It's no joke. But I think I could do it because I had them. I had the crowd. We were here. I think I could do it.
We need to get her in touch with Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen yeah. I've seen Glenn. So I've gone to a lot of these comedy shows that Mikey O has for many years. Elisa de Castro, like all of them, even Mikey O. Like I've seen all of them, and I just love like comedy, but I love the passion behind the stories in the comedy, especially with Latinos. So, I would love to do that in 2026.
You make sure you tag Gwen. You make sure you
tag all of them. But also, let me be clear. Like, I'm open to getting coached and mentored, okay? Like, I don't have to necessarily go in cold turkey. I'm good at studying and practicing, so I will come in prepared. So if you guys want to take me under your wing,
I think she
down.
needs to come up with the Tati monologues. Like you said, the vagina monologues.
I have talk with Tati, so like that's like my brand.
Tati talk.
Yeah, Tati talk. Yeah, talk to Tati. Yeah,
Tati talk.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, those are some. So I would say I'm focusing more on like the fun things, not so much professional goals for next year. I have some professional goals, but I want to have a little bit more fun with my life.
You worked hard.
Yeah,
you want to have that fun.
I want to do that. I'm going to finally renew my passport, hopefully. I haven't renewed my passport since COVID. So I want to go to Dubai. There's so much I want to do. So that's a goal of mine. I'm probably gonna meet J-Lo in a few weeks.
How's
I'm
that?
very excited.
Wow,
I'm
good for
going to
you.
Vegas to her concert, and I.
Can you ask her what's her problem?
No, I love her. I'm not gonna spend my minutes doing that. I'm not.
I'm just kidding.
I know. That's a hard debate. Everybody has something to say the minute
So, no,
I say
seriously.
I like J-Lo.
How are you gonna meet her? Why?
So I'm going to the concert with Paulina. Obviously, she works for 103.5 iHeartRadio,
Okay.
all that. So we're going together. And so I just saw J-Lo has meet and greet tickets. So I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
Wow.
I will buy the ticket. Paulina's gonna see what she could do. But if not, I will buy that ticket. So rest assured, 2026.
I will buy that ticket and ask her what's
I
wrong with her.
am meeting J-Lo. Oh my God. Stop.
Bueno, nena.
I'm gonna be like, keep
Tú
going.
problema,
Don't
nena.
listen to the haters. You go into comedy next, girl. Do something. Go ahead. They said you can't make a perfume.
What?
You made a perfume. You couldn't do a movie. You did a movie.
I
You
believe
couldn't
her.
sing in the. You still do it. I don't care. Do it. Like that's where I admire her the best. Like the most.
I do admire her.
It's like
because she
she's
doesn't
like,
care
now
what
I'm gonna
anybody
do that.
says.
I'm
Yep.
gonna do this avenue. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna do it.
I have a clothing line. I have
I'm
this. I have
hell
that.
yeah. Like that's how I feel.
Go,
I
girl.
guess
me for saying hell, but yeah.
that's more of an encourager
Yeah.
Encourage her.
Yeah.
than anything else. When people tell you you can't do that, oh, watch me.
Yeah. So
Watch me move in silence and slap you in the face later.
hey now.
Yep, that's
Okay.
how I move. That's how I move.
Hi,
love
Sue
that.
Vargas.
Where would you like to see Latinos in the house and
Yeah.
Don't Count Us Out go?
First of all, I love that you guys have live sessions. Like, I truly like that. So, like we were talking earlier, I think you got to make clips, like put it out there. I think you guys should do a live show at events, like wherever they're having these big events.
Okay.
I know you have some concerts or whatever. I think you guys should have a booth. Eventually, with time, you guys should have a live show. I feel like this should be a part of Latinos in the house. And as far as Latinos in the house, I think something that would be really great to do is like have like something with the youth where it's like, let me teach y'all about this. And like maybe even something like a parent child, like a class together or something. Like, or maybe like when you bring in like all the OGs, it's like have them do something with their family. And like, because I think a big part of what Latinos in the house is, and don't count us out, is like this idea of family and this generational wealth. Like, how can you keep going? You need to keep pushing the stories, keep pushing the history, teach them, show them, be hands on. Like, house music will always stay alive, but how can we make sure it thrives while it stays alive and is done correctly? It's passed down to the generations in the way that you want it to be.
Yeah, that's the area that we wanted to aim for. Like, I really loved what the first year did.
It was great.
I was really hoping, I mean, we had a lot of time from the second year, but I also think that, and I'll even reach out for help for you in getting those teenagers and saying, hey, you guys want to know about music, you want to know about dance, this is where we need to be.
Yeah.
This is where we need to go.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that 100%. So I said that I had 5 things for you, and we went through them, and she went through, like, this is what we're doing.
Well, you putting me on the
Pablo,
spot here?
What are
man.
What are your 5 things that you're looking for next year?
Like personal or Latinos in the house?
Let's do 5 things with personal.
Oh, man.
You had like 3 days to figure this out.
Oh, I didn't get the memo, but okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I'll wing it.
You wing it.
Damn. Okay, well, health, of course, health, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I should have said.
Or
Yeah.
health is
Amen.
important, working on my health.
God and health.
Working on my hair.
And it gets cut evenly? I don't know.
Yeah, make sure that the little curve keeps curving. No, but seriously, yeah, health. I think it's important. Making sure I'm around positive people.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, not like Mike over here. Relationship is important to me. Building a strong bond.
Relationship with your girlfriend, relationship at work, relationship at within your career.
All the
What?
above.
All the above. Okay.
Okay.
Like that answer?
Yeah.
D, all the above, right?
Okay.
And then,
Where-
I'm real picky where I play. I kind of like where I'm at right now, playing for like those events like Gino does and Navy Pier and all that. And maybe I'm gonna do one more like alternative event maybe. But I'll kind of want to do it on the north side versus the south side. So,
I agree.
I would like to do that. And then what else? Yeah, that's about it. I mean, of course, make more money, right? Everybody wants to make a little bit more money or to get.
Amen.
Where do you want to
There's
see
nothing
us?
wrong with that, And now us here, I would like to see us. I think she made a good point where she said we could be at a show like, for example, Mikey's gonna, Q here is gonna play it at a concert in January, right? Who's coming down to February? Okay, whatever.
February 14th, right?
February
Valentine's
14th.
Besitos. Yeah, maybe we could be there.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
meet the artist, talk to the artist live. Maybe before they perform. Have like a little amount. Little talk with
Veronica,
them.
you're gonna. We know we're gonna be on the 14th then.
Oh,
Yep, we'll be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. You open that
You're
up.
all
not
gonna
Lovers
be together.
Lane, or we'll be at
That's
the.
before.
That's
Oh.
yeah. I was
You
gonna
be
say that's a day
prepared
before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then also the keep the platform the way we have it now. But like Mike, actually today I was pretty impressed when I heard you had it on other platforms.
That's great.
So we can make our audience bigger. And I think we should add a couple more people to the panel that bring more of their experiences to help us grow more. And then one more thing. Definitely have more shows, but I also want us to schedule our shows and tell the audience way in advance who's performing, who's going
I agree.
we're talking to. Versus now, we'll give you like a 2
It
weeks.
would
heads
really
up,
be nice
you
that
know.
when we text people that they text us back. Maybe that should be a part of your New Year's resolution.
Clack it.
Just
The kids say.
saying. Click, click.
You know what? I'm big on that. Like, I cannot work with people who don't communicate
Yeah.
and do not. That's my two things. One, if you don't communicate, and two, if your actions don't meet what you say. If you
Yeah,
can't back
I mean-
up what you say, or if you say you're going to do something,
Then do
follow
it.
through and do it. I cannot work with
I
people
mean, if
like
you
that.
don't want, my whole thing is this: if you don't want to be on the show, that's fine. I'm not hurt.
Yeah.
I'm giving you your opportunity to get your.
You won't get throw
flowers.
punched by Stephanie.
You won't. I
you
really
wanna
won't
come on.
throw punch you at
I
all.
haven't gotten through.
But I can't
You
say
don't
that
wanna
I'll
get
act
throw punch by
correctly
Stephanie.
when I see you. That eyes won't cut and eyebrow won't raise. But I don't care. It doesn't bother me that you don't want to be on the show. If your answer is no, I don't want to do
no.
it,
We
then
respect
it's
it.
no, and I respect you for it.
Yeah.
But if I text you and I'm saying, hey, can you give me a date? Here's a whole entire calendar. Can you give me a date where you would like to tell your history?
Yeah.
Because it's important. But don't sit there and say, what I don't want to hear from others is, I did this, I did that. Well, that's funny because I reached out to you and you didn't want to talk about it. And now all of a sudden you want to talk to the world about how you aren't chosen. We don't choose people in regards to the Latino conference.
I seen that once. Someone said, so I guess I didn't make the cut.
I didn't make the cut. It's not about a cut. Think of it this way. Think of the amount of artists that there are that we listen to in our lifetime. In a lifetime. Okay? Think about the amount of artists who should be getting a Grammy and don't, who are not invited, and they continue to make music and they continue to do them, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. We're not like that. There is so much history to get out, to confront, to allow to talk. If we can't get you on a conference, because it's hard, you can't have, we've learned, you can't have more than 5 people on a
No.
conference panel.
right.
No.
You can't. You either have to have either 3, no more than 5, because if you got 6, forget it. There's
Yeah.
no time to talk about your history, and you're always going to have some person who wants to talk more than the other. The other thing is that this is where your new platform is at. If I can't get you on the conference, let's have you on the podcast.
Right.
Let's tell your story. Let's talk about what your history
Right.
is. So I do see, what you're saying in that factor, but
Yeah.
I would definitely clock this moment and
Okay.
stating that if
Okay.
we reach out to you for the podcast, please get back to us.
And
And
if
if-
you don't, you snooze, you lose.
That's right. Just no, don't want to be on a podcast.
Don't
Great.
count them out, though.
Yeah, don't count us out.
Don't
Don't
count
count
them
us
out.
out because I will have you laughing.
You will get throw punched. No,
No, you
I'm
won't.
kidding.
No, you won't.
Kidding.
Okay.
No, not really.
So, what else? That's
Oh,
it.
I gave you like 25.
Okay. So is it? So
Well,
is
what
it
about
my,
you? What are yours? Yeah.
Okay. Personally, lose weight. There is no doubt
Oh.
about that.
I could do
feel
that
you
too.
on that, girl.
I may have to take a dance class with you.
Yeah.
I may have to start going back into it. because that was one of the things that I was very passionate about, and then it just kind of got lost in the wind, and then the weight gain happened. So that's one. My health, like you said, health is number one. The second thing is making sure that I connect with people that I haven't connected with in a long time.
Oh, that's nice.
I think
That's sweet.
I think the whole entire Facebook thing is great, but I want to make sure that I get to care about others the way that they've cared about me, because sometimes it's just like we get together and then it's just like, hey, how are you? And then I lose track, and then it's just like I can't focus. There's too much going on, and I just don't want people to feel like as if my thing is more important than what they're going through. So that's a check for me. Number 3 is basically concentrate more on Latinos in the House, our podcast, and working on that to get us into a broader base where we are just not here statewide, we are here nationwide, and we get overseas. I think that's kind of cool, because we only hear about certain people, but we don't hear about what Chicago has. And again, they keep counting us out. I saw something recently, and it was a DJ who turned around and said, it was this nationality and this nationality who brought house to the forefront. And I'm like, here we go again. You're keeping us out again. I don't understand where nobody seems to understand that we had a collaboration. In order for house to turn around and have been to the way that it was, they collaborated with every single nationality that was out there, because house did not have a color. Yeah. When we understand that house did not have a color, we will understand why it is all about the love of house. Period. So that's that is my soapbox. Punto. So that's the other thing, and then I don't know, concentrating on getting out of debt. I want to know what it is to live debt free and just worry about paying utilities. One day. Did you buy the Powerball? Whoa, we could have been millionaires. Latinos in the House.
Are you going to change the name?
We haven't found that out yet.
I'm sorry, did I bring something up there? That's
We haven't found that out yet.
Okay.
We haven't found. Ooh, he did. There might be a name change. There might be an extension. I think.
And if there is a name change, it doesn't matter, because it's about the movement.
That's right.
Okay.
The message behind it. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to start fresh.
Yeah.
To move forward. So
Nothing
I'm
wrong
all
with
about new
rebrand,
journeys.
as long as you said the message, the movement's the same.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Tati.
You are welcome.
I agree with Pablo. What I want to see in 2026, more unity.
Amongst just overall humanity.
Humanity, but when we talk about dance music, house music, EDM, all of it, I think there needs to be a unity. I think we need to learn to uplift our own and our culture, because there's such a tear down that
cancel culture is crazy too.
Yeah, I think we need to learn to embrace each other and figure out how we can help each other as opposed to tear each other down.
Yeah.
But I also hope that those that we choose to stand by have the values and the morals that others think of you. And what I'm saying is if Pablo's not doing right by society,
and you're sitting next to him and you're lifting them up, but you're sitting here tearing somebody down who's trying to do something different, who's trying to do something good, maybe you need to reevaluate who you're supporting. So I would say that. Mike, what do you think? What are your 5s?
Hey, I'm not in this.
We'll take a pass.
You want to take a pass?
I'll take a pass.
Hall pass. Hall pass.
Hall pass. You get no
See the
hall
connection?
pass.
Oh, what
Hall
are
pass.
you guys in relationships? What are your hall passes? Who's your hall pass? Have you guys had this
They're dead.
conversation?
They're dead.
Who was it?
Prince.
He's like, hall pass? No such thing.
Oh, now he's got an opinion.
Oh, it just got juicy.
Who's your hall pass?
Who's your hall pass?
I don't know what that means.
You never
That
seen the
means
movie?
like there's one person in this world you are allowed to be intimate with that's not your partner for one time only.
You want to get me in trouble here?
But it's a celebrity. It's not like a neighbor.
No, yeah, it's not a neighbor.
No, it's like a celebrity.
Sure Veronica has a hall pass.
Okay, my hall pass would be oh my gosh.
J-Lo.
Hell no.
Okay.
J-Lo, hell no. Okay, it would be Scarlett Johansson.
There you go. Okay.
Okay.
She is hot. I ain't gonna lie, she is hot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She is. Who's your hall pass?
I have a few, but I mean, I'm not in a relationship, so it doesn't count. I just got.
But
passes.
if you were,
I love Roman Reigns.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Roman Reigns.
There you go. Well,
Okay.
my hall pass is
Strong,
dead,
manly
so
man.
that'll never happen.
What's the closest thing to Prince?
What is the closest thing? Justin Timberlake.
Oh, he has.
What?
Hey,
Justin
he's a
Timberlake,
handsome man.
Justin Timberlake. Yeah. Maybe him and
Well, you got it on a roll now.
Boris Kudrow.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, can we change the subject?
This is very off-brand, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry, Talk with
I love
Tati just
it.
joined
En
here.
otra noticias.
And trifling with Tati.
Well, Tati,
Let's stir the pot.
I love that you were here. I love everything that you shared. Podcast, your views, your thoughts, your ambitions and your goals, girl. Because, it's important to hear that. And it's important for people to see what can be done when you don't allow anything to hold you back.
Yeah.
And you have done so much, and you are so young. That's the killer part, is that you're young, and it's that ambition that has kept you, and you've done so many things that probably the average person who would be between their 20s and 30s can't even say that they've done. And I think I applaud you. Yes, I applaud you, girl, for everything that you do, for showing not just who you are as a woman, but your cultures, your races, your backgrounds. They are uplifting for that factor as well. So thank you so much for what you do for our community.
Wepa!
Wepa!
And everything, girl. I love it. I love it.
Hey, what's your favorite Puerto Rican restaurant? There's your Puerto Rican
Oh, my favorite Puerto Rican restaurant.
Before you go.
I love Jibaritos y Mas, the one on Kimball.
Okay.
Oh,
and Fullerton?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Fullerton and Kimball.
All
Jibaritos y Mas, that's my number one.
Okay, pues, bueno.
What about you guys?
I like Ponce.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tú sabes que dicen en Ponce, right?
Yeah.
What did they say?
No. Oh, wait.
Well, you're
No,
supposed to know you're Puerto
no,
Rican.
I thought he said you've been to Ponce. For some reason, you and I'm not hearing the same thing you're hearing. I thought he said, have you been to Ponce?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
Well, that's the name of the restaurant.
Yeah, but what did you actually say?
I say, have you been to Ponce?
And I said, yeah.
But the restaurant, not the town.
Yeah, I've
Okay.
been to
Fullerton.
Ponce, the restaurant.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
yes,
That's my
yes.
favorite.
Okay, I don't know why, guys. I'm so sorry.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Oh my God. Well, I'm going to close it out before I say goodbye to Tati. I'm going to close it out with this. This past year, we have come across deaths that we didn't expect. Conversations that we would have never had expected. And I'll say the top 5 things that I'm grateful for this year. First thing that I'm grateful for is the way we started out at the beginning of the year. Latinos in the House did a whole 5-hour New Year's Day live with God, I forgot, like 5, 6, 7 DJs. I forgot who they were. So I was really grateful that we were able to do that. Shouts out to Xavier, my best friend of Xavier's Kitchen and Bar.
Oh, Xavier LeBron?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Xavier
my
LeBron.
parents know him. They go to Hobbs all the time. Well, they used to, not now. Back in the day. Fun fact, when I was like 7 or 6 years old, I'm like, when I'm older, I'm going to Hobbs. Like, my 21st birthday, I celebrated it there.
Oh,
because
my
it just
God.
felt right. Like,
Small world.
yeah, no. So yeah, I know Xavier.
Yeah,
my parents know.
he's we've known each other since we were teenagers. So
Okay, very
shouts out
nice.
to Xavier
Yeah,
for
sponsor me.
allowing us to even start our podcast there. That's where it all started. That's where we were able to go and I'm just very grateful for our friendship, and I'm very grateful to him for allowing us to start what we never even thought that we could even do. I thought that was pretty cool. The third thing that I'm grateful for is Latinos in the house. We're came out of our second year, going into our third year on October 3rd of 2026. So please make sure you reserve the date, October 3rd, 2026.
And it's going to be in Summit?
No, it's not going to be in Summit.
No?
No, we haven't said anything about
Oh,
Summit.
I thought you said Summit last
No,
week.
not
You're spilling all the beans here.
It's a boomer in me.
Good Jesus Lord. Hush him up.
Cicero?
No, not Cicero. Good Lord.
Stickney?
We're looking for somewhere in Chicago, okay? I'm grateful for the podcast, Don't Count Us Out. I'm grateful for our producer, DJ QMM, for doing this and helping us out.
You are awesome, Mike.
Yeah, he not only is he our own producer, because when you named it, I was like, well, yeah, you are our producer.
And he gets great hugs.
Yeah,
he's a great hugger.
Yeah, he's a great hugger.
Yeah.
He's a great hugger when you need it. But I'm grateful to you, Mike. Thank you so much. Not only have you changed my life and changed my world since we've met, you are everything that I have prayed for in a person and in a man and in a partner, and I'm so grateful to you. So that's number 4. Number 5 is everybody who tunes in to our podcast. Everyone who has sat in this seat and given us their stories and their history and have shown us what it is to be a part of your history and allowing you to be in the middle of this chair and tell us about things that we didn't even know, things that we've learned, things that others have learned through our conference, through you being there and then being here in this seat. I'm glad that we moved it from the bar to my home, because it gives it more of an ambiance of just a comfort level.
Yeah.
Nice warmth to it.
Yeah, but it's home.
It feels
it's home.
like it. It feels very welcoming.
And not only that we get to the point that we started feeding people, but we had a couple of drinks and saluted each other for where we started, where we've been at, and where we're going, not just in our future,
That's
but
right,
in
girlfriend.
your future. So I'm grateful for my hubby. We've only known each other for a year, a little over a year, but we have come across quite a bit together, and I look forward to seeing what our future is going to look like.
Wait, you guys have only known each other for that long?
About a year and a half,
About a year and a half.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, once we talked on the phone, we just connected. We felt each other's passion about the scene, that we just connected.
You
boom.
can't fake chemistry. That's great.
Yeah,
I honestly thought you guys were like childhood friends.
No.
Really?
Thank you, though.
You're like banter and that, like this.
It was a 3-hour conversation for the first time, and then it just was. It took off from there. So I'm grateful for our friendship. I'm grateful for my hubbyhood with you, and I'm also grateful for having the big brother in you, and you believing in not just my dreams and my goals, but sticking around when people told you not to. And that
I got you, girl. I got you. I got you.
So I want to thank everybody. Pablo, you want to thank anybody?
Yes, thank you, Sue Vargas, and so many like Sue Vargas, who is here listening every show.
Every week.
Thank you. I mean, I may not talk to a lot on the mic, to the viewers, because I just learned how to do that last week, but I'll do a better job of that next week. Next time. Talking back to their listeners. Yeah. Mike, you give me a weird look. And I'm grateful, I'm grateful to be a part of Latinos in Hollywood. I think it's a great movement. I think we're going to feed off of what we did this last year and build on it, grow on it, and reach out to more people. And let the world hear not just our stories, but all of our guests as well.
Yeah, because they've got a history themselves. And obviously this was a teaching lesson, just an inspiration and empowerment, I believe, today. Something that we all need. And
I'm thankful for my girlfriend Veronica for being here every show with me and supporting me and all that. With this, she really enjoys this.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, it just came in now.
She's a real big fan of this show.
She is. You know what? I love you, Veronica, because you are a big fan of the show, man. Let me tell you. Sue Vargas, you are the bomb. Diggity bomb. And Milana, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who's still on and tuned in. And thank you. We are looking forward to a new, brand new journey. Yes. We are looking forward to 2026. Mm-hmm. We are looking forward to watching it with you all and for you being here. And we cannot wait to drop January's schedule and going forward. We are looking to do 3 shows a month as opposed to every other week, just to make sure that we get everybody's history out there and to make sure that those of you who want to tell your history, get the chance to sit here. So you have to reach out as well. You want to be here? You want us to know your history?
Closed mouths don't get
That's
fed.
right. Thank you. Don't I say that? Closed mouths don't get fed. Yes,
Put
girl.
out there, yeah.
That's right.
That's right.
Tell
You
it,
don't know
Tati.
me? Come and talk to me.
I'm
very
Tati.
approachable. I just got a really resting bitch face, but I'm very approachable.
I feel the same way.
Wait. You say you have a resting?
I have a resting bitch face, but I'm very approachable.
That means like she looks mean, but she's really not.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
really not.
Yeah.
I'm
I was
not.
told I have one, but.
Well, you know, everybody's got one. Yeah. You know, I just can't be all hacky-go-looky as always.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, approach me, approach Papa, approach Mike. Say you want to be on the show. Say you got some history.
That's right.
You know, talk about it, be about it, and be here. So, thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Happy.
You want me to do this again?
Tickets.
You want me to do?
Tickets.
Oh, my God. What am I thinking of? Tickets. Tickets before I forget.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Here, she's going to hold that.
say
She's going to be
something.
Vanna. She's going to be Vanna. Saturday, February 14th is Freestyle versus House. Oh, I'm going to love this.
Oh, this is
Freestyle
dope.
versus House Valentine's Day edition. Freestyle, it's going to be Laura B, Law, and Shauna. And on the house side representing is going to be Pamp, Curtis McClay, Move Your Body, Daje, You Got
just
Me,
listening to
You
that.
Got Me Spinning Around. There you go. See, I got them songs. Sorry, because you could tell I'm a house person, not a freestyle person. DJs are going to be Mickey Mix and Oliver, Charlie Chaz D, DJ QMM, Tom Puerto Rican, Perez, Rich Hot Mix Huerta, and in town will be his brother Mike Mixon Huerta. You got Peter Apprecio and Philip De La Mora, which I'm assuming I'm going to be hearing some new wave from. I'm assuming.
I don't know.
This is going to be at Salerno's and Hodgkins. You need tickets. You can reach out right here to DJ QMM or myself. Let us know. Heck, we're even going to include Pablo in case somebody knows that Pablo, hey, I want those tickets. We got tickets for sale right here. You see that stack right here for you.
if my dad, I don't know if my dad's working. I would buy it for my parents for a date night.
Well, you better
that's-
find out, girl.
that's
That
a
would be
great
a
idea.
perfect
His
date night.
schedule is so
Great
weird,
idea.
but if he's open, I'm gonna hit you up and buy it for them.
All right, girl. So, February 14th, Saturday, Freestyle versus House. Be there, Salerno's in Hodgkins. You've got great DJs. You've got Freestyle versus House. Be there. I will actually be out and be there to support. But, hey, come on out. You need tickets. You got until February 14th, but don't wait too long because you know they'll sell out. So,
Me too, Sue.
with that, love you, Sue Vargas. Have a great Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Celebrate with those that you love. And make sure you reach out to those you don't talk to very often because life is not guaranteed. And we only have one life. And we need to live it to the fullest.
YOLO.
So, with that, Tati, thank you for being here, Mama.
Thank you for having me.
We
you,
really
Tati.
enjoyed you, girl.
Shout out to TikTokers too.
Shout out to all. Yes, shout out.
Did you say?
Yeah.
I said shit out.
We're on
Shout-
TikTok.
Yes, we're on
Shout.
TikTok.
Who's watching
Everybody
us?
on
Hello?
TikTok, thank you
Susia.
for tuning. I know, right? Thank you for everybody on TikTok
Follow
for
me
coming
on
out.
TikTok, guys.
That's right. Follow her on
At Talk with Tati.
that, and then
Talk
do you
with
have
Tati
a
on TikTok.
Latinos Juntos by any chance?
Oh, yeah, we not on TikTok. They have an Instagram, but they haven't used it. But you could support us. Latinos Juntos, Curie High School.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Thank you to all the TikTokers that tuned in. Thank you for everybody on YouTube. Thank you for everybody on Latinos in the House. We are out for the next 2 weeks. We will see you in January where I will actually have some financial advice for everybody for the new 26
Oh.
tax year.
Great.
That'll be pretty interesting. So, with that being said, we are out. Peace out. Merry
Buenos
Christmas.
nachos.
Happy New Year. Mwah. We love ya.